tea in here this bit. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, don't be fooled. There's no tea in these cups.
Vodka, straight vodka.
I'm too warm.
Why are you warm? Oh, hello and welcome to Up to Hido, another episode for your delectation and enjoyment.
We're back.
After a bit of a hiatus.
By accident.
A hiatus hernia.
Because actually what happened was we sat down, we had a planning meeting, we had our diaries out.
Diaries, notebooks,
we were like,
phones.
and there was nothing else. Spoke about only this podcast.
Yes, how we're going to make it bigger, better, take it to the next level.
Yeah. And then
we booked into our diaries 4 dates.
4 dates
for
the next 4 weeks.
Episodes.
Bum. And those 4 weeks came and went.
And did we meet up?
No.
Did we record a podcast?
No. We did meet up though. We had fun.
We did. We met up quite a bit, but
we had some fun.
No podcast was recorded.
No, so sorry about that. But we're here now.
Yes, better late than never.
Better late than never. I'm sorry I'm so casual, everyone. I just have to tell you, I had a bit of sensory overload, and it wasn't for putting a jean on. I wasn't for putting a rough fibre on.
No.
I just want to be cozy like this.
So, tell us.
This is my Helen. I was about to say Helen Keller. That's not her name.
Helen Keller. Who was Helen Keller?
Helen Keller is like deaf, mute and blind. But she like invented something cool, did she?
Or
discover something?
I don't know.
I think she won the Nobel Prize.
Who was the one then that was the high class hooker who slept with the politicians? She not Helen Keller?
How is that related? Oh, I would like to think no.
I think she might be. She was definitely a Keller. She was related.
Well, anyway, not the same.
So tell me about
it's
Helen
actually
Keller.
Helen Steele from Dunay's Boutique.
Dunay's Boutique.
Yeah, I feel so sporty when I put this on because of this.
Well, you should feel sporty. Tell us why you should feel sporty for this.
Well, everyone, I'm an athlete now. I'm an athlete because I did 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes in fact of exercise today.
No way.
Yes, telling the time's not my strong suit. My dad's like, well, no. So for years you'll have heard me talk about it. You'll have heard me talk about it.
Oh.
The dream is to learn how to roller skate, but not only that, to join the roller derby team. So Belfast used to do a culture night. I don't know if you recall this, and you go up and it was really cool. It was so cool. They should bring it back. It was so much fun. All these different artists, actors, musicians, everything. Class.
All culture.
So
all very cultural.
All very cultural. So in Writers Square, across from St Anne's Cathedral, they would often have the roller derby girls. Yeah. And I just thought they were the coolest thing ever. I just thought, oh my gosh, to be one of them. And now I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. So Rachel.
Tell about your dreams.
Yes, Rachel Cully, friend and fan.
Hey,
we'll be glad this episode is out, Rachel.
I was getting hate mail.
Your mum was asking me, it's not doing your things. I assume she meant it.
I hope so.
So Rachel's cousin, Sarah, who's very cool, is in the roller derby team. But not only that, she skates for Ireland.
What do you mean?
There's a roller derby Olympic team.
No way.
That represent Ireland, and she's in it.
Brilliant.
True story, bro. True story, bro.
So, tell me about roller derby. What exactly is it? Because I really don't know.
Nobody knows, which is interesting. So, I don't know how this slipped by y'all, but Erin and I watched the movie Whip It. Starring and directed by Drew Barrymore.
Oh.
Elliot Page.
Oh, don't know who that is.
Formerly Ellen Page in Juno and
oh yes,
all those kind of movies. Kristen Wiig from Bridesmaids.
From SNL.
Yep. They're all in it. So this is about
and how old is this film?
God, it must have been in 2014. So 24 years of age. I was like, I want to do that. No, it must have been earlier than that because I was still at uni. I don't know. Sometime.
Yeah.
Anyway.
2010.
Something like that. So we did buy roller skates and we tried a little bit and then we just couldn't, and then it just fell to the wayside as dreams often do. But I've resurrected this dream because Rachel sent me the link that Sarah sent her. Sarah was like, tell your friend we're doing a new intake. Get signed up. So I just did it. I was just like, do you know what it is? I'm sick of talking about things.
Yes, just do it.
Talking about it. I'm just going to do it.
Just light the good candle.
Light the good
Do
candle.
what you've got to do.
But let me tell you, so I got all the gear. I love a wee hobby that has a lot of accessories.
So what gear did you have?
So all I had in my possession was the roller skates. Mine are like disco boots. Like mine are black with pink wheels and black, blue and pink stripes up the sides.
Now, there's skates and not blades.
Skates, not blades.
All the girls wear
Skates.
Like 4 wheels.
4 wheels, like a disco roller boot.
Okay.
Now theirs are slightly sportier. Theirs look very cool. They look like trainers really almost.
Okay.
With wheels on them so they don't go as high up your leg as mine. Yes, very
It's dangerous
interesting.
though, in case you break your ankle.
So then I went on and I had to buy a helmet. Now, would you believe you're laughing at a helmet? Grow up, fella.
No, I'm laughing at picturing you in a helmet.
Oh, well, funny you should say, because I put my helmet on today and a fringe and a helmet do not go. A fringe and a helmet and sweating definitely do not go.
Can you describe your helmet for me?
Just a helmet, probably, just a black
Colour?
helmet.
Just a,
It's not a bicycle helmet. No, I don't be getting me
No.
mixed. Like I'm not like looking like that. Like it's just a skater helmet, like you would imagine, like a mushroom looking helmet.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Like,
There's
you
no
know,
visors. There's no.
But like, you know, like the bikers who have beards and all and want the beards out, it's just round there.
No, it's not. What do we do? What do you think we're doing? It's just like a skateboard helmet.
So it's
I
just
should have brought
round.
it. I should have brought it.
It's just round.
Pretty much.
And
yeah.
then straps round your ears and
Like a
okay,
helmet, Philip.
right. I think we need to jazz it up.
Well, this is what I thought. I was like, I can't believe I don't even have one sticker on this helmet. So I'm in the business for stickers,
Up to
guys.
Hido. Where's our stickers?
Where's ours? Where are they? I don't know. Need a sticker. I know you're looking now. Where could they be? So, sorry, in roller derby, so there's 2 teams, okay? Don't ask me of how many. I'm going to say 5. I might have made that up. 2 people are jammers, okay? So jammers, you would really want them to be the fastest.
Okay.
Because they wear a helmet cover with stars on them, so you can identify the jammer. They have to skate around the roller rink, which is usually a hall, without the other team stopping them. So the other people are called blockers, and they have to
What stickers
stop
do
the
they
jammer.
have?
They don't have any. There's no need for
So
them
it's
to have
probably
one.
better if you don't have stickers on your helmet so that they know you're a blocker. I'm not looked for the star sticker to know you're a jammer.
Okay, so it's not a star sticker. It is a whole cover that goes over your whole helmet.
Okay.
To make it very clear. You think we're going to be looking at 85 stickers on a helmet and I go, you have a star? No.
Okay.
Get with it. It's also very clear because they stand side by side and you have to prepare to block before they take off. So you know exactly who it is.
You're protecting them.
You're protecting your own, but you're stopping the other one.
Okay.
So whoever does laps the most people then gets the most points, basically.
Okay.
But it's quite rough. Because the blockers then can hit the jammers with their hips. The other blockers are going to hit the other blockers as well. So you're like...
Do you know Bob Marley was into this? Because he was a jammer. Flick that light on my drum. Jammer. I hope you like Jammer too.
This is why I don't do
For
this.
Jammer. Oh, now come on.
Please have respect for my sport. No one had to get spell.
What?
Gum shield.
Did you not gag?
Well, so you can get really cool ones. You can get ones that have like fangs on them and all. So you put it in, it looks like you have like wolf teeth and stuff. But I was like, no, I'll calm down. I'll not be because I'm not a good skater. So I don't want to be like.
Do you want to draw attention to yourself?
No. Well, I wouldn't either. So I tried it on. Just got a pink one. I tried it on. I was like, oh, what? Then I had visions of me just gagging and trying to skate and falling. And
Did you have to put it in hot water and mold it
So
to
you
your
had to
mouth?
mold it to your mouth. What did I do? Set the timer, 30 seconds. No, 30 minutes. So I'm dangling about and I was like, this has been a really long 30 seconds. I was like, oh shit. So it obviously had like, it was like mold, like slime by the stage. I was like, oh my god. And I shoved it in my mouth. Forgetting it was in boiling water. So I was like, oh.
That's making me gag even thinking
Yeah.
about that.
But actually, once you put it on and you like suck it, so you really push it in and you have to go like this now. Then it's fine, it's better. You don't gag so much.
Oh.
But I didn't actually wear them today, so that was,
What if you had hurt your teeth?
well, tough.
So you enjoyed it?
I love that. My body is so sore. I'm so unfit. Absolutely ridiculous. So you have to wear, obviously, your roller skates and your knee pads. So I went out on Saturday with my mum to the Cumber Greenway because we were visiting my father in his workplace, Cream, which we should go to
Cumber Greenway?
Yeah.
Your dad's in Dundonald?
Yes, Philippa, but it runs the whole way to
No
Cumber.
way.
Yeah, you could walk it if you wished. So it's very tarmac, flat,
Okay.
perfect. So I'm putting the gear on and I just put my knee pad on, I guess here. And Mum was like, you're meant to put your whole leg through it. I was like, what? Did you know that? I didn't know that. Put your whole leg through. I was like, oh! This is news to me, I know nothing. I was like, I'm the amateur of all amateurs. So anyway, on the Cumber Greenway, we Karen walking beside me. I'm like 6 foot tall in these bloody roller skates.
What did you hold by the hand?
She did a little. And then I'm trying to skate and these two older ladies walk past and I'm like, you're doing great. And then I felt like a right twat. I felt like a right sap. I was like, we need to stop.
Oh,
Like,
no.
stop. And I was too self-conscious then and I just couldn't do it. So Mum was like, no, you sure about this? And I was like, I'll be okay tomorrow. I was up all night. I was worried sick. I was like, oh, I can't do this. Yeah. No way everything runs through your head.
Yes.
I overthink everything, as you know. So it was just talking myself out of it before I was even there. But I went and Rachel Cooley came with me for moral support and also.
And would she not do it?
No. But she was watching and it
She
was
was
good.
support?
Yes. But also working. She was doing a lot. A lot goes on. Rachel's all like, do you know? Hard at it.
And when you're doing your blocking and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. How physical can you be?
Well, in the movie it's really rough. Like people are bleeding, people are noses broken, crazy stuff. I don't think it's that bad. Hopefully I'm saying that, I don't know.
But your years of wrestling experience will stand you in good stead.
I think so. We've got good big hips, so like they'll come in handy. Do you know? You want your blockers to be big, so that's good.
Do you want me to try out? I was going to say make out for the team, try out for the team.
Yeah, you can do.
I can't skate,
That's a
but I
problem.
can block.
No, you
I
have,
just stand there.
it has to be on skates.
Oh.
So we had to learn how to fall first of all. So we were just standing in a circle, okay? Now, when I stood in the circle, I just gradually moved ever so slowly forward, like really, really slowly, and I was like, I can't stop this from happening. I'm just gradually moving, and I was like, oh my god. Then you had to fall down on one knee, you had your pads on, no, so you didn't mind. Down on one knee, safe way to fall, blah blah blah, and then get up again. So could I get up again? No, I could not. So you're kind of in a position as if you're proposing to somebody,
Okay.
do you know, literally on one knee. Then I went to get up and my other leg flew out beneath me, so it was like out in front like this. So I'm like this, and this girl Rachel that I made friends with there, because I did it so quick like that, she was like, kick it, like I'd done a death drop. Which I appreciate because I was so embarrassed. Because we're literally in the circle and the coach was still talking and I'm like, so it's embarrassing. I did it again and the coach kept using me as the example and I was like, I'm not here to be your example. Like, stop this. Then we got to skate around the hall, which was so much fun. We did another couple of things, but I'll not bore you with the sport talk. But when you're going around, so you have to say, like, you know, passing on your inside, on your outside, and you're meant to say people's names, but the thing about us, we had our name badges on, but it was on our front, so really it should have been on our back, because when you're passing, you'd be like, oh, Vanessa passing you, or whatever. But because I was so slow, everyone, it felt like in the room was passing me. So they're like, passing inside, outside, inside, outside. I was like, all right. Some people came around 2-3 times. I was like, okay.
Lapping you?
Yes. It's like, this isn't a race. Everyone calm down. So I felt a bit weak about that. But everyone was lovely. Everyone was very kind and welcoming. The coaches were fabulous. It's just brilliant. I just hope I can get good at it.
Who do you play against?
So, well, they have a match.
This is a Belfast team.
This is a Belfast team, and they have a match on the 14th of June if you want to come and see what it's about. And they're playing the Glasgow team, which are called the Iron Bruisers.
Oh, nice. Oh, where are they playing?
In wherever I was today, Valley Leisure Centre.
Okay.
Newton Abbey, I can never remember.
And so if they're the Iron Bruisers,
Yeah.
what's Belfast team?
Belfast just seemed to be called Belfast. Oh, their logo's pretty cool. It is the, you know, that like, is it a seahorse or unicorn or something? You know,
They're
like
a bit different.
yeah, but you know, I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look it up. But do you know the thing? Is it a big seahorse down when you go to get the boat? Big statue. When you go to get the. But say sea cat, not sea cat.
I don't know.
Ah, Philippa, you do.
I think it might be a seahorse.
Then it must be a seahorse. Must be a seahorse. I don't know. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. But I
Yes,
just know my
good
body's
job.
going to be sore tomorrow. And what I'm actually going to practice is just getting on the floor and standing up, because lifting all of this body is really hard. Oh my god! And if you see me skating around, don't look at it, guys.
Round of applause. Cheer on.
Yeah.
And do the girls have nicknames?
So everybody has a roller derby name, yeah.
Okay.
So I can't remember it. There's Sea Trigger is one of the Belfast ones. I don't know what that means. Nobody mentioned names today, and that's the most exciting part. I feel like it's like a drag name. Do you know, it's like it's pretty big.
Yeah, we'll have to come up for a name for you. A roller derby name for you.
Well, I've thought of a few.
Right, that's it.
So usually they have to be a wee bit aggressive, do you know, a wee bit intimidating.
Okay.
So I thought of Van Damme.
Okay.
Like,
As in Rob.
like Van Damme. But
Jean-Claude or Rob.
yeah, Rob. Or Calamity Pain.
Okay.
When I say pain, it sounds like I'm saying peeing. Pain.
Comedy pain.
Calamity Pain. So yeah, I need to work on that.
Yeah. If anyone has any suggestions, send them in.
Yeah, especially because I was definitely the slowest and probably the worst in the class today. So if some nerve having a big girl name.
But you
Not
see, you can't be strong and quick.
I don't want to be quick, I just want to be able.
Yeah.
Do you know?
But I think you could be a big blocker. A
Yeah.
good blocker without being
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes.
Yeah. But I will say, try something new. It's not as scary as your mind makes you believe it is.
Yes.
Everyone was so nice. They could not have been nicer, and like we can't wait to go back.
Oh, that's
Like, it was
lovely.
so fun. It was really good fun. But I do want to practice.
Okay.
I think my dad's the most excited because it's a sport, and he's like, oh, someone in my family likes a sport. And I can't get over it.
Imagine. I know. God, well that's great. Now keep us updated on how you
I
get
will,
on.
guys, I will. We'll see.
Oh gosh.
What's your
You've
crack?
been all exciting stuff and all.
That's the most
I
exciting. That's
haven't
really it.
had any excitement at all.
Well, that had me up the high, though, I will say. Last night was, I don't know why. Like, get over it.
It's the unknown, isn't it?
Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Think your neighbours liked it?
Yeah, loved it.
Yes, it is the unknown.
Yeah.
But the magic happens outside your comfort zone. That's
Mm.
what I will say.
Well, I have been outside my comfort zone for a whole week.
What? Why?
Up to Heighto.
Why?
Michael passed his driving test. Very
Good
proud.
man.
He has his own wee car now. He's
There are
been
pictures
insured on it for a week.
Woo!
My hair has got greyer
Oh.
this week.
Okay. Are your nerves away?
My nerves. Although he is being quite sensible.
He's a sensible.
I know,
fella.
but he's my only child.
I
And when he's
know.
going out in a car and all, like,
I know
on
it's
his
high
own.
pressure. I
And I
know.
can't protect him and stuff.
Do you track his phone or anything?
No.
No?
Why do you do that, Hannah?
Because it
that a
will.
thing?
I would get permission.
No, he wouldn't give me
Don't be
permission.
crazy. Some people have that with that app 360, like 360, so you can see where they're all at. So like families might get it if they're on a trip or something and they're going to spread out, or their kids are young, like 14 or something,
Yeah.
and want to go out just so they can keep tabs on where you are. Really for protection reasons, usually, not
Yeah,
to
not
stalk
stalk.
you and just
Yeah.
in case.
But oh no, he is being sensible and he doesn't he goes to the gym and back.
And the good
stuff.
thing is, he's not really into cars. You know, like some of them are real petrol heads and really love that need for
Yeah.
speed and all.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he's
Fast
not.
and Furious.
And as part of his insurance, he has like a wee monitor thing that's
Black
attached.
box.
It's
Oh.
like that. It's like a wee thing, but it's attached to an app on his phone.
Oh,
And then
okay.
every couple of days after he's been driving, I was like, "What's your score now?" And it's like 99% or
Ah,
something.
sure.
But it's still a worry.
Sure, you'll
And
always
there's-
worry. Mothers will never be done worrying. I don't
Yeah,
envy is. It's
I
just
know.
stress.
But he is. It takes you to be driving on your own to gain confidence.
It does, and that's where you learn all the real
Yeah.
nitty gritty.
And the thing is with Michael, he never really paid any attention to where he was. You know, whenever I was driving, say we were going to Bloomfields and went to McDonald's and came out
Oh, I
He was on his phone and we ended up home. He didn't know what direction it took.
Yeah, no.
Or when it took him to Orchardville for his volunteering and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he sort of going to drive himself. He was like, where do I go here? What do I do here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this keeps disconnecting from my phone even though it's there.
Oh.
So I think that's the main thing. You know, he comes out and he has to double think where he's going next and is maybe in the wrong lane and then has to move.
Sat nav.
Yeah. Well, I did get him a cradle for his phone so he can use his sat nav on his phone now, so that's
excellent. That's half the battle. I remember when I first passed, I went to Wilco or Shopping Centre, sorry.
Wilco.
And forgot to remember where I parked the car because I never had to remember before. Yeah. And so I was subtly walking around clicking the key like, oh my god. Find out. Where did you go when you passed?
When I passed my test, Bangor probably, I think.
Bangor.
Yeah.
Anywhere specific? Flagship.
I don't even remember. Maybe Bloomfield. Don't know.
Fair enough. I remember my first drive-through was Bloomfield McDonald's. And obviously I'd never done a drive-through in my life and I was about 6 foot away from the window. Because they don't teach you that. That's very tricky.
Yes.
I would like to know how to do a drive-through. Petrol, I did stop for petrol. I think I nearly took me and my dad through Maxwell Garage like once by accident. And also a car wash.
Yes, car washes are tricky.
Even the ones with people. In fact, I think I mean the ones with people more. Because can you tell me why they spray your vehicle with that soapy suds so you can't see a thing and then they're shouting at you, come on forward. I'm like, sir, first of all, can't see you. And second of all, where am I driving to?
I know.
Don't know.
But even the machines, like the wee light comes on, the green arrow to tell you to move forward. And
they
then
scare me.
You move forward that much, you can't see what light's on. And it's turned to a red X and telling you to go back again. And you can't see it because you're too far forward.
I don't like them. They used to freak me out a wee bit as a child.
Oh, I like them.
Especially when the hairdryer comes down and you think it's not going to move. And you're like, ooh. Do you like them? They're bad for your car though, are they not?
I know.
Like they're too rough.
Know, but it means that there's no human interaction, which I kind of like.
Well, it's when they open your door
to clean the cells and you're sitting there going,
yeah, I'm like,
no.
Mind my business. I'm just minding my business and ask me nothing. I'm looking back. Just much to come. But that's good. Though sorry for your stress.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yes, I think it will alleviate over time a little, but it's always a worry. But he's not a kind of kid that's out late. Kind of kid. He's 18. Like
I know.
You know, he's not out late.
No.
Well, he is. He was out to 2 o'clock, but he wasn't driving last night.
Where was that?
He was at his friend's party.
Oh.
But he wasn't driving.
Okay.
I had to take him out. Have you got one of these, right? You see on the back of my sofa, I have a throw.
Right.
And you see if it gets a bit coolish in the afternoon.
Yeah. You're
lying on the sofa watching TV, you just fire it over you.
Yeah.
Mine's magic.
Why?
Every time I throw it over me, I fall asleep. That throw makes me fall asleep.
What the heck?
So I had a nice wee nap for an hour and a half.
I love a nap.
Oh, it was amazing.
That's really good. How long for?
An hour and a half.
That's borderline sleep, fella. A nap's usually 20 to 30 minutes max.
An hour and a half.
That's a lie down. You had a lie down.
On the sofa with my magic throw.
Here she goes.
But honestly, it was great. And then Michael woke me up because he needed a lift to his friend's party.
Oh, were you disorientated?
Yeah.
What?
Who are you? But I've just been so tired lately.
Ugh.
I've been working lots.
I know. That wasn't an adjustment. I was like, oh. Tired.
I know, well.
Stressed.
I know.
Oh.
Not easy.
I know.
But here,
what?
Guess what else?
What else? Pray tell.
I'm dating again.
Here she goes. Okay.
I'm on an app.
Right.
I like an app and I'm on an app. I like an app and I'm on an app.
Naps for apps.
Yes.
Apps for naps.
At Facebook dating, I've never done that one before.
Oh.
I've completed all the other ones.
Yeah, so bored of them, you're done.
And I quite like it.
Okay, that's good.
It's quite easy to remember.
What is the format?
It's people's pictures and you get a wee age, height, location. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Picture, age, height, location. I haven't come across many or any potential catfishes, which is good.
That's good. My mum was watching a programme earlier. Oh my days. It was kind of like Catfish, but it wasn't the MTV Catfish. And this woman, who must have been 70 odd, was being catfished. Someone was pretending to be. Do you know that comedian? He's very handsome. He's American.
Mike Rice?
Is he quite young?
Yeah.
Yes, it might have been him. Oh my days. It was crazy.
very
It was
handsome.
ridiculous. He wasn't going to ring her until her divorce was through and everything. Like, it was all crazy. Asked her to buy him a new phone and all. Then he got a
Mike Rice is a
girlfriend.
multi-million-pound comedian.
Yeah. Got a girlfriend in real life and everything. And she's like, what's this about? And he was like, my management asked me to do it. It's PR stunt, babe. Catch yourself on. Catch yourself on.
Well,
No catfish for you.
no, I can spot a catfish at
You know one when you see
paces,
one.
like.
Mm-hmm.
If they look too good looking to be from the island of Ireland, they're a catfish.
You're questioning them.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So do you like match each other like Tinder
Yes.
vibes?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can go on and there's ones who liked you, so you can click the liked you section and it's all people who have already liked you. So if you like them back, then you match.
Then you match. And is that free?
Yeah.
What?
And then there's a section friendship.
Oh.
So it's people who just want to match as friends. Well, that's an option. But that's friends.
You've got enough friends. No time for that.
No, but it doesn't even mean friends. You know what I mean?
Oh no
It never
way.
means friends.
No, it's true.
But no,
Yeah.
I am quite liking it. Then matches and you can chat on it. You can't send pictures or anything, so there's no dick pics or anything.
Oh,
like
thank
that.
God for that. That's
Yeah,
good.
but no, it is quite
Lovely.
easy to maneuver. I like the app and it's on your Facebook. But I'm wondering, can you click on them to their Facebook profile? I don't know. Oh, do you know what happens as well?
What?
If you have any friends in common, it comes up, which is good.
That's good. That used to happen on something else, didn't it? On one of those other apps.
I don't know.
Oh, it did. Because then you can message your mates and be like,
Who's this guy?
what's the wreck? Oh, I can't remember that was on. Very good. Interesting.
Yeah,
And
so
have you met anybody in real life yet?
I've had a couple of coffee dates.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
When you go on your coffee dates, do you decide where you go or what happens
Yes.
here? Yeah, you always say meet me here.
Well, no, I make sure it's just for coffee. Sometimes I do, or sometimes if they say it and I don't agree with it, I'll say, well, what about here instead? But if they say it and I'm okay with it,
Mm-hmm.
it's grand.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I had a Tim Hortons in Newton Arts,
Love Tim Hortons. What'd you get in Tim Hortons?
a tea,
Oh, no.
and just a nice donut. No, a raspberry donut.
Right, I need to tell you now, first and foremost, do you like coffee?
I do, but
First and foremost, you need to get on to the ice caps. Ice caps will
is
change
that a
your
cold
life.
coffee?
It's a cold coffee, however, it is not like a Starbucks iced coffee or whoever else iced coffee. It is like a slush puppy frozen coffee. Oh my god. In fact, I came down the stairs the other morning, Caroline Morris had one in her hand. Wasn't expecting me to be up so early. I says, what's this? And she was like, I would have got you when you're never up usually at this time, but did get you a donut. So that was good. I was glad for the donut. I was only keeping her going though about her wee ice cap. She was going to get me it all, and I was like, I'm only joking, Mum. Please calm down. But she loves them. She's hooked.
Well, see, I like a coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm not into like cappuccinos and lattes and mochas and all that. I like
Just coffee
I
and
like
milk.
just a coffee, yeah, with a wee half a sugar and yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
So a lot of the time coffee in these places is too bitter for me.
Right.
So I'm safer with tea.
Do you know what's funny? Amy and I went to Starbucks drive-through,
Mhm.
right, followed by Tim Hortons immediately after to get
Okay.
the donuts. I should have thought in hindsight and got an ice cap when I was getting a donut, but we went to Starbucks, the girl on the wee intercom thing. What can I get? Yeah. We were like, ordered and no. Right.
They need a person.
Like, no thanks, hun. And then we came around to the window, barely looked at us. And she went like this, so you're us, right? And she goes, is it cash or what, or card? Or... And Amy was like, card, please. And then tapped, and Amy always gets 2 sweeteners in hers, so she was just checking, and she was like, are there sweeteners in this? And the girl goes, what? We were like,
Rude.
wow, someone's having a bad day. So like, she's clearly having a bad day, right? Then we went to Tim Hortons, and I kid you not, this is literally what happened, right? She's like, good morning, what can I get you today, my lovely? And we were like,
Complete opposite.
yeah.
I think I prefer the first card a bit better.
We like the second one. We got really excited. We were like, oh. Then we were like, yeah, can we have this and this? Thanks, hun. See you at the window. And then we were like trying to imagine what she would look like we imagine like Princess Peach or something. We're like, oh my god. But then the girl that gave us our stuff, we weren't sure the voice matched. We weren't sure, so she toned it down by this stage if it was her. But oh my god, it was chalk and cheese. It was so funny.
Do you know Tim Hortons Newton Arts 24 hours?
No.
Drive-through, I think, from 11 till 6.
Who goes at strange hours?
Ambulance drivers, taxi drivers.
Okay, night shift people.
Yeah, night shift people.
Fair enough then. Great.
But isn't that good to know?
Good to
in
know.
case you ever have a coffee disaster and
you're like, do you know what? I want a coffee at 2 a.m. Remember Michael and I went to the opening of the Bangor one because we wanted to be like first in the queue.
Oh, were you?
No.
Oh.
We actually took him up to Belfast Castle instead because the view up there is really cool. We were just turning about and he was playing all his music for me. It was good bonding.
Okay.
That was nice.
We bonding sesh.
So okay, so you're still
yes,
on the lookout.
I'm on the lookout. Do you know what really?
Can you ever just not be arsed?
Yes.
It's the way I feel now. I think I can't be arsed.
But I know. Oh, well, I like a wee coffee and like chatting to new people and stuff. Do you know what is a real bugbear of mine?
Tell me.
See, needy men.
Okay.
Who need constant reassurance when you haven't even met them.
Oh, it's a wee bit.
Isn't that a bit much?
A wee bit much. And what? Elaborate. Tell us. Tell me more.
Like, I was chatting to a guy, right? And he was saying how attractive I was and all. Lovely to hear.
Of
Thank
course,
you very
we all
much.
have that,
Compliments.
Yeah.
And then I was like, am I good looking enough for you?
What did you say?
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, not even thinking about it.
I would, if that was an issue, I wouldn't be chatting to you.
When he said you're lovely, did you say thanks for yours?
No, I just said thanks.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not all about looks.
It's not.
See, personality I can find more attractive than looks.
100%.
A good personality can override a so-so attractiveness.
For sure, definitely.
And what else? Not listening to what you're saying. You see, when I say if we're arranging to meet up and I'm like, first meet, it's coffee.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to commit more than an hour tops.
An hour tops, that's all you're getting.
I mean, really, it's a half-hour stint here. It goes to an hour.
Half an hour,
well, it goes to an hour if you're all right, crap.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, wee boundary there.
But other than that, and if they say about drinks and dinners and all that kind of stuff, you're like, that's down the line. First meet's a coffee.
I think that's fair.
See, if I have to say that 6 times, you're doing my fucking head in.
Yeah, cancel it, never mind. Not listening, you're pushing the boundaries already.
And I actually said that. You have not listened to what I've said. I have told you 6 times that a first meet is coffee.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not up for that, we'll call it quits.
Not happening, yeah. That's fair enough, I think.
You know, at the end of the day, I am an attractive single lady.
Yeah.
I could be trafficked. He is a stranger to me. So we need to meet somewhere well lit with lots of people about. I have to think of my personal safety, even though, like, if you think about it seriously, I could probably take him in a fight.
I would say so, yeah, absolutely.
But you still need to be sensible.
You need to be sensible. This is true, and I think as well that initial meeting has to be in a territory like that. Like, just calm down.
Being pushy for a meal and stuff. What if they're a complete dry boke and wanted 3 courses?
Do you know what it is? See, if I had to sit through a 3-course meal with a dry boke,
I would be going to the toilet after the starter and jumping out the window. Well, I wouldn't, because that's energetic, like.
Yeah, but it's honestly, what would be like your worst date? What would be right? So let's say it's 3-course meal, just for whatever reason, whatever happened. Here you are at the restaurant. Step 1.
Not listening is a big thing, right?
What?
So. I was on a coffee date with a guy, right? Yeah. And it was after we had been to Budapest. And he had been to Budapest and was going back and was showing me all his photos of Budapest. And
I hope you showed him the fucking, what do you call them?
What?
That you loved? Pinnacles, perticles,
Finials?
Percolators, I was going to say. And then funicular came into my head, what happened there? And that's
the funicular is good. But I was like, I've seen it.
Yeah.
And he was showing me pictures. Now, he travelled alone. And he was showing me pictures of him all these places. I was like, yeah, I've been, it's been, yeah, I've seen it. It's all lovely, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And how well he packed, because he only takes that luggage, right? And then it was like, how did you get from the airport? I was like, oh, we got a taxi. You must be on some money getting a taxi. The taxi was like 14 quid between us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just
Too much.
And if they've lied about their appearance, if it's a first meet and you're expecting someone over 6 foot,
Yeah.
tall, dark, and handsome, and you walk in and their photo's nothing like them now, I'm like, turn and walk away.
Yeah.
If I can look
You're
over
not
your
here.
head and you've told me you're over 6 foot, you're lying.
You're lying. Get out of
Liar.
here. Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever left a date? Like, ghosted them in person?
No, I've always finished the date and then
Okay.
ghosted them.
Yeah. I don't like ghosting now. I'm really not keen
No,
on
I
it.
don't. But sometimes it has to be done. Sometimes they don't leave you alone. Like,
I know, but I think it's a wee bit. You know, just a wee, just that, even a wee. You know what? This isn't for me. Thanks. Good luck. Bye.
well,
That's good.
yes.
That's good, everyone.
I would do that more in Ireland.
You're very good at sort of saying the crack, which is a good thing, I think.
Yes.
But I know dry books in a day, please,
No.
please
And have a bit of banter.
have the
Bit of
banter.
lightheartedness.
Oh,
Especially on a first date. Like,
yeah.
you know what
See,
I mean?
today-
No dramas.
We were doing this drill, if you want to call it that. Where so they taught us 2 ways to sort of stop skating. One was falling, and one was where you have to do like this T thing, where you put one foot behind the other, and you almost drag the foot behind, and it brings you like a gradual stop. I couldn't do it; my feet just wouldn't move. And see, trying to lift one foot up when you're on roller skates, no, not for me. So it was very difficult. But we were going around in a circle, and when the coach blew her whistle, you had to do one of those 2. But she started with the knee one, so we're all on the same page. So she blows her whistle, and Rachel beside me just goes, "Get down!" And I was like, "So we get down?" And I actually was like, "Rachel," I was like, "Why'd you do that?" I was like, "I'm like army crawling." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I was like, "Why'd you do that?" Like the whistle goes, she just goes, "Get down!" I was like, "What?"
Was this the first day you met Rachel?
Yes.
Was she just
Yeah,
a
the
random
best
stranger?
time. She's just a
Was she a random
stranger.
stranger? Can guys on dates be more like
You
Rachel,
can put me
please?
in any room. Any room. I made 6 friends today, no bother.
You're so easy.
They're just apparently not. But yeah, I know. But maybe a date. Do you think a date creates a pressure, like a strange pressure for people, maybe, or something? People do get nervous.
Scary, like.
They don't know yet.
But in the chat, I try to be friendly and upbeat and.
I don't know.
Don't
I know, but look, you're trying.
I'm trying.
That's all you can do. They'll be lucky to have you, so just keep trying.
That's all you can.
That's all you can do, sure, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But here, you did get a hug off a very handsome, over 6 foot man. Tell us. Oh, right.
Had to ring my knickers out the way home for this.
Mind your
Well.
bell.
Well.
Her phone's not ringing, but her knickers are.
That's so true. Someone sent me that. Somebody sent me that, Rachel. Write that down and send
Our
it.
minutes reached.
Right. So, right. At the weekend, Vanessa and I were very.
Last weekend. 2 weekends ago.
No, it was last weekend.
Was it?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Sorry.
We had a very comedic time.
Time's a blur. So what has happened is, I think I've told you, is I am in love with Emma Doran and Deirdre O'Kane, who have the Keep It Tight podcast. I don't like podcasts, ironically, and theirs is the only one I can listen to. Aside from this one, I don't even listen to this one. I can't listen to myself back. I can't do it.
I do for the viewing figures.
Yes, that's very kind. I should just put
50
it on.
odd times a week.
So they were coming to the Cats Laughs Comedy Festival.
Which was in Belfast for the first time.
And Philippa just happened to buy tickets randomly, like last year. And I was like, Philippa? No, did you tell me? I can't remember what happened. But anyway.
I had bought tickets, as I do, and I didn't say to anybody. I thought, I'll wait to near the time and see who's free.
Yeah.
So, but in that meantime, we had both got into, well, you told me about the Keep It Tight podcast.
Oh, yes, because then we went to see it and all.
And then we went to
Don't
see
know
the
if I
live
told
show
you
in
that, but we
Dublin
went
and
to see
stuff.
it. It was fab, yeah.
And then I was like, I have tickets to this Cats Laugh Comedy Festival. Guess who's on the lineup?
That's right.
Only bloody Emma Doran and Deirdre O'Kane.
Yeah.
So I was like, do you fancy coming for this? She goes, do you know what I think? Well, thanks very much.
I think I reacted bigger than that.
She's like, oh my god, yes, oh my god, I love her, oh my god.
That's a pretty good impression of me. Oh my god. Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah. I was past myself, so excited.
So we went first night to the Waterfront Hall.
Yes, and I was busting to shout, keep it tight for Deirdre and Emma, because they like it when their audience do that, because it reassures them, podcast listeners you're in safe hands. We love you, happy days. But the Waterfront was too big and I just couldn't do it. No.
Now we did have good seats though. We were
very good seats, yeah. But I felt like everyone in our block were not laughing as much as we were.
We were, oh god.
Oh my god,
so
there was a comedian called Alison Spittle.
Yeah.
She told a joke about Shrek, and
my god,
my soul left my body, and it was so stupid.
But it was so funny.
So good.
Mark McCartney was there. He was the
Mark
first one
McCartney
out.
was brilliant. Yes.
Oh, and I just,
you love him.
I go all week at the knees and all for Mark McCartney.
Oh, why?
His wee accent and all.
You love it. Fentanyl. Yeah.
So
had a great time. Deirdre O'Kane told a joke about a silent J and Philippa.
Benjamin Netanyahu, who likes to be called Benjamin.
The J silent. Who does it think he is? Mallorca. She knew.
I just think it's so funny.
You loved it. But then it just so happened it was on the Saturday night as well.
Well,
because
my boss in work had tickets for the Saturday night in the Mac Theatre Cats Laugh show and couldn't make it. Knows I'm a comedy fan, says, Philippa, can you make use of these tickets? I was like, thanks very much, Leah, will indeed, thank you, all the best, cheers.
Yep. So it was off we go, but it was actually Deirdre and Emma again doing the exact same set. But this time we could watch with like a wee critical eye of like, see how they move around the stage, see how they interact with the audience. After Gemma's course, you see Gemma, we're locked in, we're sort of taking notes. But I thought I was going to lose my mind at Emma Doran, even though I'd already seen it. I can't hit my face was so sore, I was crying. And all she's doing is telling the story about meeting her husband's ex-girlfriend in a little car park. But it's the way she does it.
And the second time I heard the Mallorca joke,
I loved it. I was braced because I was like, here we go. And she, lost her mind.
I laughed harder than I did the first time. This is annoying me. Why is this doing it?
I don't know. But I shouted keep it tight for Deirdre then because the Mac was smaller. And
the Mac is a great
I love the Mac.
space for that sort of thing.
So the MC that night was nobody other. I did today. Sorry, just the way aside. I did a Philippa today. One of the girls, Kira, was telling me that there's a Belfast social skate, and I was like, do you go to like C.S. Lewis Square and all? And she was like, yeah. She's like, it's every Tuesday, and I'm taking my pants off, and I was like, of an evening? Of an evening? For fuck's sake!
Tuesday, of an evening.
Of an evening? Wherefore do you do your skating? On my boots.
In C.S. Lewis Square. I bid you adieu.
Oh no.
That's so funny.
Anyway, sorry.
Right, so the MC on the Saturday evening was none other than the handsome and, may I say, very fragrant Colin Geddes.
Now, side note, Philippa had written into his podcast that he was doing with Mark McCartney to name the crossover joint podcast.
I had named it and they picked my name.
She called it the Bog Squad. They were like Philippa. We don't know many Philippas, guys. I don't know any other Philippas. Just I don't.
No,
so,
not many men.
No.
So I've messaged a couple of times. I messaged with the name and then said, send us in your size for t-shirt. So I got a bit saucy.
She sent in her bra size.
I even lied about it. Said it was a 30-80.
Yeah.
No,
wow.
I'm not. But then they had a whole conversation. Mark McCartney says, God, I bet her back's quite sore.
I was so confused. They were like, is that her t-shirt? And then Mark was like, they go in numbers too. I thought it was just letters. Letters so dumb.
Oh, it was fun. So they had a wee conversation about that, right? And then, after the show on Saturday, we're coming out of the theatre into the lobby. Guess who's standing there?
Deirdre
O'Kane.
And I was like, Philippa, I have to talk to Deirdre.
But she was talking to, do you know who she was talking to?
That man.
Yes, but
Who?
that man is the guy who plays, sorry, I just spat, the guy who plays Pastor Begbie in Give My Headpiece.
Oh, okay. Yes,
And
you
he's
said
the
that. Give me
dad
that,
in Hope Street.
right, him anyway. So
That
do you know when you
famous
don't want to
actor.
be that like fangirl, you don't want to be like baby reindeer in this. I just
Yeah.
wanted to casually be like, Deirdre, I love you so much. If I could drop dead in front of you right now, it would just make my life complete.
If
You
you
know,
need a kidney, take one of
Something
mine.
casual,
Anything for you.
something casual, subtle. You know, I would die for you. Don't worry about it. Something like that, light-hearted,
Yeah, easy.
in passing.
Yeah.
She's quite short as well, Deirdre, which always
She's tiny.
surprises me. She's only a wee
She's
woman.
a tiny-
Absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful. Stunning
beautiful.
skin.
Must
Stunning
be the key
skin.
for her. It's the key for her.
Do you know I'm going to get some?
I'm gonna get some.
Do you know
I've
what?
got eye joints today. I need some.
It took me ages to find out what that was called. I thought it was kefir.
I thought they were saying Kiefer as well.
Huh?
Key for her. With our
It's like
code
kefir,
word
like in
choice.
Kiefer Sutherland. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yes, that's what I thought as well. Because there is a healthy thing called Kiefer as well, isn't
Oh,
there?
is it?
Some sort of yogurt thing or
Oh,
something. I don't know. Anywho, so I went up to her, seized the opportunity, and I was like, Deirdre, I was like, sorry, just really have to say I love you so much. That was me shouting in there, and we saw you in Dublin, we really love you, and we'll come to your Soho show. Okay, thank you, bye. It was all very nice.
No, well, it was more than that. You did say that you wanted to shout, keep her tight at Emma's
Yes,
joke.
Emma,
about anal.
Emma has an anal joke, and it's not actually that bad. It's
No,
not.
it's-
It's not, you know.
It's very.
So I would shout, keep it tight, because that would have been hilarious. And Deirdre was like, oh, you should have. She'd have loved it. She'd have loved it. And I was like, Deirdre.
Love you.
Stop getting on. I was like, here's my phone number and address, and come to Dunkery anytime you want. Come on our podcast, because I've already got our crossover name. Keep
What?
it up the high do. So there you go. Anywho,
Absolutely.
so I'm busy doing that past myself. Who walks out but Colin? It's like,
Being
do you know in the
treated
cartoons
much,
when
yeah.
the hearts come out of the eyes? That was you.
It was. But there was another girl like rushing him through the lobby. He wasn't stopping to chat.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, he'll
You have
have
to seize the opportunity.
I was like, he'll have to. So I
Yeah.
said, Colin. And I sort of, well, I didn't sort of say,
Colin.
No, I was like, Colin, sorry, excuse me. I'm Philippa. I was about to say, I'm the one who came up with the Bog Squad name. And I just went, I'm Philippa. I said, oh, Philippa, give me a big hug. And my head was in his neck and I
Kiss his neck. I've done that to so many people, do you know. Usually
I'm so excited.
tall members of my family who are male. And I'm sorry, guys, I probably kissed all your necks and I didn't mean to. You
I
did mean to.
Sorry, his wife.
Yeah, sorry, hon.
But he is very fragrant, very tall. Did chat for a bit,
He did, in fairness, yeah.
but he was in a rush because he was doing the other late show.
Like, we were on cloud nine when we left there, remember? Because
Oh
we laughed
my
so
God,
much.
the
And
show
then
was
we
so
met them
good.
too. We were
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I'm singing, but
Our endorphins were up to high though. Through the
through the
roof.
roof, we could have exploded.
Oh,
That was me today after my skating. Can I tell you another wee thing?
yes.
See, skating. And so I sweated so much that my arm sensor fell off. It just
Dangerous.
fell on the floor. And this other girl picked it up for me, and I thought that was really sweet.
That was sweet.
Maybe
Maybe you'll need.
she went like this here, she goes, I got you.
I got you.
I was like, oh, thanks. I was like, don't touch that needle though. It's not sharp, don't worry.
Why does it still
But-
in? It's not sharp.
Because when you pull it out, the needle comes out with it, so it's only like a wee plastic
Oh.
thing in your arm. Like it wouldn't have stabbed her, sort of me.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna have to get plasters now to cover it, and I really don't like to make a holy show of being on my arm in the first place, but I can't afford to, the
Yeah.
NHS can't afford to lose them. Willy nilly,
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Willie and Nelly sharper.
Willy and nilly. So yes,
So
there
we
we
have
go. You've met your hero. I've met my hero. We're gonna
had a
meet
great
Emma next.
weekend of laughter.
Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it?
It was
It
really
actually
good.
was.
And their live podcast, it involved us an overnight trip to Dublin, folks.
Yeah,
It was really good.
we were
Temple
a bit
Bar.
tired, weren't we?
We were.
We were a bit quiet. We were reflective that weekend.
Yes.
We had a wee pint for Phil, didn't we?
Yes, it was a.
It was actually a good Guinness, though, wasn't it?
The Guinness was lovely.
Guinness was good. I
Yes.
think Phil would have liked that.
He would have. He would have.
And then we're playing cards, and Philippa had an absolute connection because we were dealing the cards, and I was like, oh, I can't be arsed to deal in Philippa. I made the mistake of splitting the deck. Well, you'd have thought it split her head up, and she was like, what are you doing? Right, yeah.
But what? I mean, you
Everyone
can't
is
do
on
it.
your side, to be fair. Everyone was sliding into my DMs being like, Vanessa, what are you doing? So
No.
you're right.
You never just split the deck.
I don't see what odds it makes, to be honest with you.
You see, 2 cards more or less mean winning or losing?
Well,
No.
Nah.
Even playing field. Needs to be an even playing field.
Do you remember I told you about my manager that said all the things wrong?
Yeah.
For that one, she used to say, needs to be 11 playing field.
11?
Needs to be 11 playing field. Like, okay. Whatever you say, love. Whatever you say.
No.
But I think, yeah, comedy is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to get Pip to do some stand-up.
Yes, I am working on it. I have got some more material.
That's excellent. That is excellent, I think.
So if anybody would like to come to the PAV with me just on a recce mission,
yeah, we're going to the PAV.
yes, come with us. We'll do a recce.
Mm-hmm.
£5 a ticket Monday night. Anyone who wants to come, slide into my DMs.
There we go.
Don't even have DMs. May I did the ask trainers.
You're what? Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Excellent. That reminds me of when Kirsty really got me a good and she's a wee witch. I think I've told you this before, of the hoodie I bought in the market where I was nearly trafficked. And I was like, it's fake, like, and she was like, why does it say I did this? I was like, what? And you died. She was just being cheeky.
Wee rascal.
Yeah, I think that is us, Philip.
What time are we on here?
This time, well, it's 51 there.
Goodness sake, the time's flown
The
in.
time
There's so
is
much to
flying.
catch up on. But we will try. Is that urgent?
I had a note on my phone to bring something up here.
Oh, well, that's okay. While you're bringing it up, I will say we will try to be more regular with our boils and our podcast.
Our what?
Our boils, our podcast.
What the heck?
We need regular.
I stopped for 1 minute.
Regularity is. I keep hitting my leg. An emphasis.
Here's what I wanted to ask you. I know we're over time, but just before we go, did you see that video of the woman shaving the raw chicken?
What?
She bought our chicken right for her Sunday roast,
And
she gets disposable razors and she shaves
why?
because she doesn't want any hair on it.
What hair's on a chicken?
You tell me.
Chickens have feathers
Well,
that are plucked.
she's shaving it.
She's weird. Have you
I'm
ever
gonna
shaved a
leave it.
chicken?
Never shaved the chicken in my life. Have you ever choked a chicken?
Maybe. Not saying.
Anyway.
Yes. We still have to catch up on all the hot topics that we've missed. Like 100 Men versus a gorilla. But we'll do that next week.
What was that?
Okay, we'll do it next week.
We'll do it next week. We'll see you next week. It's lovely to see you
It's something
again.
to look forward to.
Absolutely. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe out there.
Yes.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.